Well, it's interesting to see how Australia are thinking about navigation issues compared to, let's say, Europe, which I'm obviously more involved with, although I do a lot of work with, within the International Maritime Organization, and so I do see the global position as well. But I think Australia's got such a large country with not too many people around, more difficult to put big systems in and things like this, and so it's quite interesting to see the difference between how Australia has to do things and how Europe does things. So I find that very interesting. I mean, there's certainly been a lot of interesting presentations being made. In terms of have I really been surprised about anything? No, I think it's been very understandable. And much of the thinking in Australia is not a lot different to across the rest of the world. And that is quite important as we go towards this harmonization. But in particular, I saw a presentation on the use of the sort of practice of e-navigation in terms of its technical side to help give Australian pilots, ship's pilots, the right information that they need on the bridge. A very impressive demonstration that was given live. And although the issue of harmonization wasn't there, it does show you how the technology can be used to be able to give the users just the information that they want. And I think that was a very impressive demonstration. The problem with e-navigation is that it's used by many different people meaning different things. At the International Maritime Organization, they won't even define what E stands for. It certainly doesn't stand for electronic. However, a number of people, a number of manufacturers really think that it's much more to do with, let's say, advanced electronic navigation, particularly that involving modern computers, the internet, modern telecommunications. And indeed, IMO e-navigation is involved very much with that. But the big part of IMO e-navigation is the word harmonise, which comes up in their definition. And this means that ship to ship and for ship to shore communications, what we want is much greater harmonisation. Not least, for instance, when somebody changes ship, that they can use the navigation equipment on another ship without an awful lot more training. It's getting quite difficult at the moment to transfer between ships, simply because the equipment and the bridge layout and how everything works can be really very, very different. And so if e-navigation can bring harmonisation as well as all the benefits of the modern world into shipping, that will be extremely good.